The Sign of the Times, episode 625, from this undisclosed fence. An undisclosed fence. We're still waiting on Beast Barnett's confirmation on what that tree was last week, but he can probably tell us what type of wood was used to make this fence as well. If not, Lumberjack could probably tell us. Although I hear he's retired from the lumbering industry and went into law enforcement for some reason. I don't know. But for the people that love snaps, there's Chicken Bob. Chicken Bob, very interested to see what type of wood that is. JB Moonshine shirt. If you see JB, buy a shirt or two. He's having some rough family difficulties. He'd probably appreciate the sale. He might go on and on about his family trouble to you, but he'd appreciate the sale. Outback Jack trading card. Outback Jack in the top 37 favorite wrestlers of QT Vogues, I think. Current book I'm still reading, Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool by Peter Turner. He dated Gloria Graham, and then when she was passing away, she called him up out of the blue, wanted to visit him. She passed away there at his house in Liverpool. Book I got for QT out of a little free library. Eventually I'll hand it to QT. He'll look at it and say, oh, okay. Pamphlet for the Sign of the Times. Every show needs a pamphlet. Demon and Bunny coffee. It's a delicious coffee. Older CAC program. Much more recent CAC program. An older RWA flyer that dastardly Luis Alexander kept me from performing at RWA last time. Westerman would have been crippled, but I was okay. I lived to tell the tale. Jakari Frost photo. Jakari Frost gonna have that look on his face if he ever sees Luis Alexander standing across the ring from him, I bet. Facebook, Instagram, the YouTube you may be watching right now. Hopefully, while subscribed, let Stompin' Steve get a sneezy head. The X where you can follow me, but not literally, much like Beast Barnett does, or much like Rogue Wrestling Attractions does. They sure do. They follow me on the X. But not literally. They're not all hiding over there, the whole lot of them, including Jakari Frost. Seymour Schmott, very proud member of the Gouge roster. One of the proudest. Picture of old Ken Hamlin throwing a rock through the McDonald's. Autograph picture of Kevin Sullivan. Here's what Paul Moonshine and John Lennon looked like before their big split. Paul in his more freak shiny days, with the whole freak shine there. Paul and his niece Casey Carlisle. CaseyCarlisle.com, when it was active, had pictures like that available. They also sold a lot of those. Those were available. At the time you could get those. Those were hugely popular. I bet she could buy a house just on the sales from that picture alone. Those probably scored her a convertible or something. That was available. You could get those. CaseyCarlisle.com is very proud to sell those. And those. I think that's Stompin' Steve's favorite. Here she is angry. And here are other members of Team Bad News. Not one single solitary good in the entire bunch. Hence the name Team Bad News. Well, this week it's a massively busy week. On Sunday, on Turnbuckle Turmoil, we have Mox Rose out of Alaska. She took some time off, but she's getting back into things, managing. She'll be wrestling soon from what I understand, but we're going to talk to Mox Rose. I'm excited for that. Coach will probably want to know if she's related to Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. That'll probably be Coach's lead question. On Monday, the Cincinnati Reds are coming to town. I'm going to the mobile park at T. I'm going to watch some Cincinnati Reds action. Tuesday, same exact thing happening. Even old Ken Hamlin and Tanya will be there. Old Ken Hamlin probably got a rocket ready to throw through the Mariners' window of the clubhouse if they don't put in his favorite catcher in the game. I don't know, he might. Tanya probably going to order 6-7 cups of coffee. Hope they don't run out of coffee. That'd be terrible. And hopefully we'll have some nice tea there. It is a mobile park full of tea from what I understand. Wednesday, the Reds in a day game. Going to go down there in the daytime and watch the Reds. Coach might even go to that one. I don't know, he might. I'd get him a ticket if he wanted to go. He'd probably go there and say, come on, look at that play. And then Chicken Bob will be all excited. And Coach will say, do you really want to see a balk? And then Chicken Bob will nod his head. And Coach will slowly realize that's Chicken Bob's favorite play. On Thursday, the Reds will be back out of town. So maybe I'll watch some old episodes of T.J. Hooker or something. That was some of Will Shatner's finest performances. On Friday, that's when we have Taylor Jury, former promoter here in the Pacific Northwest, long-time fan of pro wrestling. He promoted for a while, got out of that realm, but we're happy to have him back on the show, discuss his time actively working in the business, what he's seeing out there now on the independents. So pretty much to review, Sunday we have Mox Rose out of Alaska. Maybe we'll ask her something about Y.T. Jones. On Monday, the Reds come to town for a 3-game series, including a day game on Wednesday. Old Ken Hamlin's going to go to that series. He sure is. He's got rocks at the ready, I'm sure. On Thursday, that's when I'll probably watch some TJ Hooker. That's one of Kurt Fraser's all-time favorite shows involving police officers. I'd say it's in his top 8. On Friday, Taylor Jury coming to the show. So pretty much episode 625